Living in Anthem Country Club has been an absolute dream, but lately people have been asking me, would you ever move? And honestly, it is a fair question. In this video, I'm breaking down the real reasons someone might move from Anthem Country Club, especially if you're relocating out of state or kids in high school, and why my answer might just surprise you. If you love where you live, what would it take for you to actually move out of the community? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious, what would tip the scale for you? Reason number one, school district preferences. I moved my family into Anthem Country Club years ago, specifically to attend the public high school, Coronado High School there. Both of my boys went to Coronado High School, and my youngest attended Del Webb. Both of them loved the schools, and we were very happy to have my sons attend those schools. However, I know a lot of friends in Anthem Country Club and clients within the community that their kids are planning to attend Gorman, the private high school, or one of the many magnet schools around town. And for those families, a lot of times they end up moving closer to Gorman or the school their kids are going to attend, just so their kids don't have to drive back and forth on the freeway to attend high school. There are some terrific schools near Anthem, but depending on your child's goals, a move might make sense. Reason number two, moving into a new construction home. Some people do want to move into a brand new construction home. The homes in Anthem Country Club are older. They're 20 to 25 years old, and some of them have the original AC. They need updating, or even have some of the original appliances. Many of my clients don't want to take on a project. They don't want to have to remodel, so buying new construction just makes more sense for them. Some clients don't know where to start. Even if they did want to stay, how would we remodel? Where do we start? The great news is that I have a fantastic contractor and amazing decorator. Both of them work in Anthem Country Club. In fact, both of them live in the community and work in the community, and they helped us to remodel our home when we bought it several years ago. They are both fantastic. For some buyers, the idea of moving into something new, though, really makes more sense for them. The problem is, what is available in the luxury price range that is new construction? Well, one of the communities I've had several clients move into is the Skyview Semi-Custom Homes by Christopher Homes in McDonald Highlands. Those are beautiful homes, very modern, with fantastic views of the Las Vegas Strip. I also had clients recently that went and looked at the Canyons. That's brand new condos in Ascaya, an amazing community like nothing else in the valley. The condos aren't even open yet. The models are going to probably be opening fall, sometime this fall. They have been constructed. Last time we were out there, it looked like they were ready, but not furnished, and probably several months out still. Both of those communities have a different vibe from Anthem Country Club. Anthem Country Club has mature landscaping and a really fantastic community feel. So depending on what you're looking for, you may want to stay and remodel. Or some of my clients watch for a remodeled home in Anthem Country Club to come on the market. You'd be surprised if you're patient what does come available. Reason number three, needing more space or possibly needing less space. I have clients recently that their small kids ended up growing into teenagers and they really needed more space. They didn't find anything they liked within Anthem Country Club, so they did end up moving to a little bit less expensive community but a bigger home, which made more sense for their family. I also have a lot of clients in Anthem Country Club that have lived there 20-25 years and now they're retiring. They move into Sun City Anthem, 5 minutes away from the community, but a nice age-restricted community where you don't have a lot of young kids in the area. So a lot of my retirees really love Sun City Anthem. Another area that I know a lot of former Anthem Country Club clients have moved into is Terabella condos in Anthem. They're age restricted as well, and they're really nice condos within the community. A lot of my clients love that because if they're second home buyers where they really are only here part-time, then there's low maintenance, but then you get all the amenities of the community. I know there's a lot of clients that move from Anthem Country Club into those condos. Your dream home 10 years ago might not be the same as today, and that's totally normal. Reason number four, lifestyle shift. I have clients that sold their home in Anthem Country Club not long ago, and they separated. They went through a divorce. The wife wanted to buy in Inspirada. She liked the smaller yards in Inspirada and really wanted something low maintenance, but enjoyed having the availability of the parks in the community to really have access to for the outdoor space. I also know a lot of clients that move to Summerlin that want to be closer to downtown Summerlin and the amenities there, or some clients have moved to one of the high rises on the strip. If you really want an active nightlife and style, there's really nothing like living on Las Vegas Boulevard. Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie Carver, your expert guide in all things real estate, especially if you're eyeing Henderson. I'm here to offer tips, insights, and all the latest market updates to help you navigate the real estate market in Las Vegas and Henderson. Please remember to hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss any other videos. Let's jump back into it. Reason number 5, work, commute, and daily convenience. I had a client who worked for Clark County School District. She lived in Anthem Country Club and loved the community, but she did get transferred to a school in the Northwest. And literally to get to her work, she took the Eastern all the way down to the 215, the 215 to the I-15, and the I-15 to the 95. It was literally a 45-minute commute to get to work, and sometimes over an hour commute to get home. It really wasn't worth the time spent for her driving back and forth. While Henderson is well connected, driving to Summerlin or the Northwest really can add up. I know exactly how she felt. I live in Anthem Country Club, but my mom lives so far in the Northwest. Of course, I want to see my mom often, but it literally is a 45-minute drive to get to her house. And as she's older, she really doesn't like driving on freeways, and so she doesn't come to see me often. So I can certainly understand if you had to do that drive every day. Reason number 6, HOA preferences and fees. Anthem Country Club does have somewhat of a strict HOA. There's rules and regulations on what color you can paint your house. You need to get approval for any exterior changes. Our HOA fee is somewhat expensive as well. Over the last 10 years, the fees have continued to go up. They're currently $1,063 quarterly. This fee does include all of the amenities of Anthem Country Club, like the guard gate, and Anthem Country Club is really unique. It's all surrounding a 3-mile circle or loop, and many of the individual neighborhoods branch off that loop. So there's a lot of natural reserve in between the individual communities. Because of that, most of the homes don't back another home. They either back the natural reserve with views of the reserve, or back the golf course, or even have views of the Las Vegas Strip. It really has an amazing feel of the community. It's not your normal community where you just see house after house after house. It really does have a fantastic lifestyle. However, for some residents that prefer a less restrictive or less costly HOA, it could be a reason to move out of the community. Reason number 7, financial planning or retirement. Some families want to pull the equity out of their home. A lot of the homeowners in Anthem have lived in there for 20 plus years, and they have a ton of equity in the home. So it sometimes makes sense, sell your home, which is highly desirable in Anthem Country Club, and buy another home that's a little bit smaller, less expensive for cash, or maybe only with a small mortgage, or take some of the additional funds. I have clients who have used that to put into their investment account or pay for college for their kids. Even if you love your home, sometimes the numbers tell you it's time to sell. Selling while the market's strong can give some families more options, whether it's traveling, downsizing, or just investing. Okay, so here's a question for you. Which nearby age-restricted community do a lot of former Anthem Country Club residents live in? A, Inspirada. B, Terabella Condos. C, Summerlin. Or D, Southern Highlands. The first person that answers correctly in the comments below will receive a special shout out from me. Here's why I'm not leaving anytime soon. We truly are living in our dream home. My husband and I moved into Anthem Country Club several years ago, and at the time we moved into a 2-story home within the community. But when COVID broke out, we were walking the loop with our dogs and just enjoying the scenery and nature. During that time, we started pointing to a single-story home that we saw often. We realized it was the cantata floor plan that we loved, and we also saw that it had views, so we would point to it on our walks and say, that's our dream home someday. Well, coincidentally, a friend of mine in the community called me to let me know there was a for sale by owner that had a home listed for sale pretty recently. When I went and saw the home, sure enough, it was the dream home we'd been pointing to. And we were lucky enough to secure the home, get it remodeled with the contractor and decorator that I know, and really settle in before the crazy COVID market hit. We truly feel like the universe brought that home to us. We also love the lifestyle in Anthem Country Club. We love walking our dogs around the loop and just enjoying the natural scenery that the community has. I really haven't found anything else that really matches our lifestyle. At the end of the day, Anthem really still makes the most sense for my family. Here's the thing though, everybody's situation changes and is different. What works for you today might not work for you in a year or 5 years. That's something I've seen over and over again with my clients and really even in my own life. If you're sitting with the question, should I stay or should I go? You are absolutely not alone. I've walked that road with so many families, really seeing what makes the most sense for them. Whether it's helping you get bids with a contractor and a decorator and using some of the vendors that I know to see if remodeling makes sense for you, or running the figures and talking about what the home would likely sell for, what the value is, and what I'm seeing in the market. I'm here to help you make an informed decision on what makes the most sense for you. No pressure, just real conversations about what makes most sense for you. I love helping families make the right move, whether that's packing up or putting down deeper roots. Looking for more real estate videos about Las Vegas and Henderson? Please check out one of my other videos popping up on your screen. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.